Hey you guys, in this video I'm just taking you along with me for a walk in India. I'm visiting India right now, and this is the Godavari River, East Godavari. Some of you probably already know, but I lived here for quite some time in the past, and I'm visiting my students. I used to teach dance here to kids, and I lived at a school, like a hostel situation. I mean, the kids were living in a hostel. They live in campus, if that makes sense. And I'm very close with them, so I came to visit them, and I'm gonna just show you along my walk and talk with you a little bit. So this is a village. There's lots of trash there. So sad because it's like so beautiful, but yeah, people put trash everywhere. I might tap a bit if I can, like on a few things, but I kind of want to be a bit low-key because this is a village and everyone's watching. Not watching, but yeah, it's village life. If you know, you know. Yeah. I lived here for almost 2 school years, and prior to that I came from 3 summers prior to that for long periods of time, and so I know these kids really well, and they're adults now, and it's wonderful to visit them. Look at these pretty flowers. I actually, when I was planning this trip, decided I might do some camera tapping a little bit here. When I was planning this trip, I decided I would go to the north to make a video for you guys at the Taj Mahal, because on this channel I've had the opportunity to film at the pyramids because I live in Egypt, and I tapped on the pyramids, and I went to Canada once and did like an ASMR video at Niagara Falls, and then also in France we got to do it. I tapped on the Eiffel Tower video, so I thought it'd be really fun to kind of continue that tradition and visit the Taj Mahal. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world, and I tapped on it, you guys. It was really cool. That video is out. It's the most recent video, probably before this one, so feel free to take a look at that if you like. So that's in northern India, but I lived in the south, quite far from that, so I never travelled much when I lived here. I really was like working with the kids, and that was my yeah, I didn't leave the campus very often. There was a person, so I kind of had to dart the other way. So yeah, it was new for me to be in northern India. Everything's different, the food's different. Everything looks very different. Like, this is a village with palm trees. The Delhi, or where I flew into Delhi airport, which is the capital of India, but the Taj Mahal is in a city called Agra, and that was like almost a 4-hour drive that I took from Delhi there to do that, and it was really great. Let's see what these sound like. Let's walk a bit more. Do you see the bed? So yeah, it's a really big river, East Godavari River. Godavari, I'm saying it in kind of a weird way, but it's like, if I don't say it This rolling the R, it sounds like cadaver, and that's not good. Cadavery. There's a butterfly. I've taken so much video for you guys. I just haven't like put it on the channel yet, but yesterday I saw like monkeys in the village, like legit big monkeys jumping from trees, which was really cool. Look how beautiful this is. I got some video for you guys of like some roosters and hens being fed, because people here in this village have lots of roosters and hens, and they called them for feeding, and it was, I don't know, it was just really fun to watch. I got some, what else? I feel like there's been lots of wildlife. Speaking of that, we're coming upon some buffaloes. There are cows and buffaloes. If you see, there's one here and here. Whoops. There. We're going to get closer and you'll see them better. But the buffaloes are dark in colour, like brown, and then the cows usually are lighter in colour. Oh, there's a puppy. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. There's a puppy right there. Let's see what happens. Oh, I wish I had like, I usually use gloves when I'm petting like basically the street dogs, just because they do carry disease and stuff, unfortunately. Look at that scene. Look at that. The little, it's such a, I love this. The little tiny white bird and the big buffalo. Okay, he's not happy. Yeah, we're gonna move now. See you later. We're not going to the puppy. Actually, he can't like move from there, but he looks very uncomfortable. He's probably never seen someone that looks quite like me, so we're gonna move this way. Goodbye, little puppy. We're not going to that. I wonder if there's other puppies. He's still lurking. Oh, chewing. But he's tied to the tree, that's why I'm not concerned. They're all tied to trees, they're buffaloes that you get curd from. So curd is like yogurt, essentially. Indian food, of course, is very spicy, but in this area it's some of the spiciest in South India. And so after you eat a spicy meal, you always have rice with curd and a bit of salt. So it's like rice with a plain, almost like think of like a Greek yogurt, a very plain flavored yogurt. There's no like sweet flavorings to it. It's a salty situation. And it's delicious, and the yogurt kind of counteracts the spice. If you ever travel to India or another country where you're eating spicy food constantly, you're going to want to have yogurt in your diet every single day. In fact, usually after every meal, if possible. After every spicy meal, that is. I think this is my first time being alone in days, and I'm introverted, so this is lovely. I love my students and the kids that I'm meeting. I call them kids, they're not kids anymore, but it's interesting. I'm not actually that much older than them. It's just that when you're little and there's like an adult, you know, it just, the age gap seems more, but really there's not that big of an age gap when you get older. So it's been really fun to be with them and see them like grow into adults. I really want to go to that puppy, and I just want to keep walking. I wonder what he'll do. Should we find out? I don't think he's going to do anything. The buffaloes don't usually do what that one just did. They're usually a bit like move back, you know, but like they're not like ferocious or something, but I think I surprised him. I just want to keep walking along this path. So pretty. So unfortunately there's trash and stuff, but people here often burn their trash. You'll see like fires along the road. I took a video for you guys of a giant fire along the road, and it's just burning trash. I think what I might do, this is very impromptu if you can't tell, I think what I might do is actually add some of the footage to this video of the animals I was just talking about. The chickens and hens, the monkeys, and let you see that now because we're kind of in that zone at the moment. So I think I'll add that footage and do a bit of a voiceover for you. Do you see the coconuts? Let's see. Coconuts here. I'll add in a few other clips of different things that I wanted to show you, but eventually I'm going to do like a long video of all the clips, and I usually put those kinds of things on Patreon, so I'll let you know if that's going to go on Patreon or the main channel. But I definitely recommend watching the Taj Mahal video, especially if you like this video. I'm doing lots of air tracing. I did air tracing and tapping at the Taj Mahal. And it's just cool to get to see different places in the world. Here's the coconut shells. So men will come out and they have these like ropes they tie around the tree sort of, and then they kind of inch their way up. The rope is around the tree and then around their back, I think, and they just like inch the way up. And they get the coconuts, they cut them down, and this is where they take the rinds or the peels or whatever off of the coconuts, and they look like that. Yeah, let's tap a bit. I'm just going to be a bit cautious. Let's get some movement just in case there's anything inside. Lots of wildlife, people. Lots of wildlife. Kind of legit jungle at the moment with the monkey situation. When I lived here, I didn't run into monkeys that often. At one time we had monkeys on our campus and they were giant. Look at this little nugget. Oh, it's a street dog. They're everywhere here. I hate it. I love them so much. I hate how many dogs in the world just like aren't taken care of. Okay, moving on. What was I saying? I don't remember. Really, I don't remember. It'll come. Hi, little nugget. Do you need something? I wish I had something to give you. I was talking about coconuts, wildlife. Hard to say. Sorry about that. Very impromptu. Okay, there's people, so I'm going to cut for a moment and then come back. We're back. Actually, just listen to the end of the last bit to remember what I was talking about. It was monkeys. So this right here, before I go into the monkeys, I hope I don't forget again. This is Telugu, the language spoken in this part of India. It's a state called, I'm just going to say it with the real accent, otherwise it sounds weird. It's called Andhra Pradesh. And this is the language spoken here. In India there's thousands? It's just tons and tons and tons of languages. Dialects, I mean, sorry, not languages, tons of dialects. And yeah, this is one of them, one of the bigger ones, called Telugu. I don't know what the bench says, but Bagunara? Okay. Someone saw me, we just said hi. I don't know them, it's just like a greeting. Okay, monkeys, don't forget we're talking about monkeys. Anyway, Telugu is the language spoken here. That's what it looks like written. And yeah, lots and lots of dialects in each state of India, different dialects, and even within each state there are several different dialects. Hindi is spoken and English is spoken, and then everyone has like their own dialect and often can speak multiple dialects. What's going on down here? I hear noise more than just the waves, but let's look at the waves. Little waves. So there's lots of fishermen that fish here. This looks like a kind of a grove for what kind of tree is this? I'm trying to look to see if I can see what's growing on them. Oh, coconut fell. It's so funny when people park their cars. Not most people, as you can see, there's not lots of cars, but when there are cars that come into the area, like they have to park where there's no coconuts that will fall on their trees. It's really funny that they like look around to make sure there's no possibility of a coconut falling. Monkeys. So I was saying that we've got I only saw monkeys once when I lived here, and I was here quite some time of my life, so monkeys are common in this village, but for some reason, did I just see a rooster fly up to that? Is that possible? I think I saw like a rooster fly up to that branch. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going on another tangent, but we need to find out what that was. He looked like the colour of a rooster. He's on the tree. Sorry about that, my alarm went off. Okay, I'm gonna kind of, I don't want to be invasive. What was that? Okay, hard to say. Anywho, it's a random like pine tree, it feels like. Huh. Okay, it's really taking me a long time to get through this monkey story. Yeah, the one time we had monkeys on the campus, they were, I can't say monkey, it was almost like an ape. They were huge. They were huge. Like, you see that rock there? That's not going to work because you have no perspective here. Anyway, large, really, really big. The monkeys yesterday, although they're big, and I'll show them to you, these were like round big, like ape-like. Oh gosh, it's just unbelievably beautiful. And we had to protect the little ones on the campus. We had lots of students, you know, different ages, all the way down to like 2 years old, all the way to like 16. And the ones that lived on the campus that were there that day when I'll call them apes, I don't know what they were specifically, but I'll call them apes because they were just, you've got to have that picture in your mind that they're very big. They were like standing on the walls of the school, maybe 3 or 4 of them in different spots, moving around, and we had to protect the small children from them because they'll take the small children. Funny and not funny, okay. Yeah, they'll take the small children, so we had to grab them and hide them away while the monkeys were there. And then I'm pretty sure some people tried to kind of scare the monkeys away, get them away from the campus. But that only happened once. So, to be honest, seeing the monkeys for me was thrilling, and you're going to see that soon. You guys, they're jumping from tree to tree, and they're big, like, it was amazing. I also saw pigs gathered in a few spots yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to film them. Because we were driving by them, and I didn't want to have my students. I love that I just called them friends, because it's like we're friends now. I didn't want them to have to stop to maybe take a video, but it was kind of fun to see wild pigs, bulls, I don't know how to call them. See the ground, the dirt. Okay, you guys. Hey, look at the barbed wire. So I'm going to cut to some of the footage I was talking about, the monkeys and the roosters and a few other things. So you guys will go to either a voiceover or I'll just let you see those clips. I'm pretty sure I'm like talking through the clips, so I might do like silence them. Silence the talking, do voiceover. You guys are just like literally just with my thoughts today. I'm just processing out loud with you guys what's happening. Lots of butterflies actually. There's a butterfly. I don't want to put the camera down, I kind of want to keep you guys watching. But I'll cut and bring you to some more clips. So I hope you enjoyed this bit. Just East Godavery. That's my best river. There's a place they can walk down there. Oh, lots of cups. Lots of cups. Alright, love you guys. I'll show you those clips now. Okay, so I turned the sound off because there's lots of talking and screaming and all sorts of things. So this is when I first spotted the monkeys. So I've got a friend behind me, and I decided to walk over to them carefully. Monkeys like to take the things that you've got in your hands, so you kind of have to just like hold things tightly and be really aware. I'm searching in the trees to show you. There's a few down on the ground over there, but as you're going to see soon, there's also a few in some other spots. So this guy just does this amazing back jump. Watch this, just out of nowhere. I just want to watch that on repeat. It kind of runs over to the house, and then I realised there's a bunch kind of standing on the wall over here. See that one there? There's a second, and then he jumps, and that was quite shocking for me. I didn't expect it. Did you see how far that monkey just jumped? You might want to rewind for a second. I mean, he jumped from that first window all the way to that tree. It was insane, and I definitely was shouted out of joy. So that would have woken you up. Therefore, we've got no sound. But I wish I had the sound sort of without me screaming, because look at that. Do you see? See, I'm still kind of screaming. They're just jumping from one branch to another, like they push off it like anything, and they jump so far. Look at him go. Wait for it. Did you expect that? Do you see the length of their tails? I mean, anyway, yeah. The reason I do wish there was sound, like I was saying, is because the trees shake when they jump in them, and it kind of sounds really nice, but all the talking and shouting and excitement over them wasn't super relaxing. Maybe I'll put the talking version of this on Patreon or something, just to watch, not necessarily for ASMR. I should do that. I need to make a note to myself though. I'm still in India, and I'm doing this voiceover the next day after filming, maybe even 2 days later after I filmed the walk around the beach, or the river. So since then, spoken to my students and was talking about the monkeys. I was like, when I lived here, there was only one time that we saw those monkeys. It's surprising because as we've driven through the village, like I've seen them several times, and they clarified that apparently they used to be in this area, and then they went away for a very long time, and have only recently come back. So they weren't around when I lived there. So that's why I never saw them. So this was just like thrilling to me. I've never seen monkeys in the wild, like, going from tree to tree, swinging all over the place. And there's baby as well. I don't know if you can see the baby coming. I got distracted. Let me push the camera back up and you'll see the baby, but there. But my friend is behind me, repeatedly saying, hold on to your camera tight, hold the camera tight, hold the camera tight, because he doesn't want them to take my camera from me. He's eating, I think it's a guava. That's a guava tree that they keep like bouncing in and out of. Isn't that amazing? Look, he grabbed another guava. She, I'm not sure. And he's just jumping. He's just sitting there now. He's just hanging out, chilling, eating his guava. Just kind of keeping the camera available in case one of them jump. But I don't think another one jumps for a while, if at all. There were about, I want to say around 6 total, but it was sort of hard to count when they were jumping all over the place. Okay, this next clip is of one of my students' family members feeding their roosters and hens, their chickens. So she started calling them. She was saying, "Come, come, come," in Telugu, the language that's spoken here, like I was showing again, "Come, come, come." And she's just tossing all the rice. I did ask if it's cooked or not. They said no, it's not cooked. But I guess they eat just plain dried rice like that. So it was really fun to watch. I wanted to show you guys. Look at the different colours. This guy looked a little roughed up. But see the baby there? There are lots of babies all over the place with their mums. So the hens produce eggs for the family, and so look at the colours here. See how vibrant the colours are on the roosters, and they have like really strong legs. It almost looks like I have like calves or something. The roosters, that is, the two on the platform there. So this clip also, I took out the sound because there's lots of talking, and what I'm going to show you is it's like a prawn farm, the everywhere prawns, which is like a small shrimp basically, once it's opened up and prepared for eating. But I'm going to show you what they look like when they're right out of the water. So many people in this village make their livelihood from selling prawns, and this is kind of the pond that they're in. There were some, they said they're called spiders, like water spiders here, if you can see those. But in order for the water to not become still and therefore not healthy, or anyway, they need to put oxygen into the water with these. You see that? There you go. So this nice gentleman, my students asked if he would turn them on for us so we could see. So he did this for us, for me to show you guys. So that's getting oxygen into the water and keeping the water, I guess, clean. Because you know, when water is just sitting and stagnant, it goes bad. So they've got these like little wheels that they turn on. And now the sweet gentleman is showing us how he pulls the prawns out. He uses this little kind of flat basket type item. He walks across the pole, and you can see there the prawn, Prawn, if you're not familiar, prawns. And he just jumped out on his own like that. He's gonna put it back in for us again so we can see a few more. They're jumping around. Well, this one is jumping around. And it's just really kind of fun to watch. And this last clip, again, no sound, but I just wanted to show you, we're just on the side of the road. There's cows and buffaloes everywhere, but this one was really cute. He went to like scratch his back. So I wanted to show you guys as we watch that. This is the last clip in this video. I'll be making more videos with clips from India, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. See, watch, he's got his hump on his back and he's trying to itch it, but he gets yelled at because he's also kind of touching someone's motorcycle. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next videos. Bye for now. Hey you guys. In this video, I'm going to be just doing like a compilation of all the videos I took for you during my trip in India that were ASMR in real life kind of moments. There are a few like this one where I'm intentionally doing some air tracing, but most of them will be like this. And I'll share about my trip along the way. Right now, she's measuring me for a blouse that you wear in India when you wear a sari. A sari is like the most beautiful dress in the world, in my opinion. And it's, I think, 6 feet, sorry, I forget how long it is, 6 yards, something like that. It's really, really long piece of material that wraps around your body in an incredibly beautiful, creative, elegant way. And she's measuring me for the blouse that you wear with it. When you purchase a sari, you're going to have an extra bit of material on the end, and that is cut off and used to make the blouse, so it matches your her smile. Okay, so here she's making one of the blouses. She's used a matching colour underneath the colour of the sari. Underneath the material of the sari, so it's kind of two pieces of material together, and the inner portion is soft. She's sewing them together. Things like this in real life give me ASMR to watch, and so that's kind of the theme of this video. Different moments of people doing things just naturally, but it's just relaxing to watch. So, like I said in the beginning, there will be a few clips of moments that were intentional ASMR, like the beginning with the Taj Mahal, and then things like this. I'm going to let you watch a minute, see if you can guess what's being made. I'm sorry that the video's bad. When I was filming it, I didn't realise I'd be putting it into this compilation. So that is basically a kind of caramel that's being cooked, getting ready to spread over cashews. And it's just a giant pot that is going to turn into these cashew bars. So there's the pot of cashews, and now they've got the sugar, they're pouring the cashews into the caramel. It's a caramel made in India with some unique flavours. It doesn't taste like caramel, like basic caramel. She's adding ghee, which is like kind of like a butter. I forget what it's like. Jaggery. There's some other flavour added into this, but I can't remember what it is. And then look, it's like, I love watching stuff like this on YouTube, where they're like doing sugar, making sugar candies and things. They've got these tools where they spread whatever the sweet is in between the tools and make it into a shape while it's still hot. And then you can see these ladies are cutting the pieces into squares and then packaging them. So there you can see, this is what it looks like when it's starting to cook, and then this is what it looks like when it's boiling and cooking. I got to try some right out of like right then when it was still warm, and it was so delicious. Okay, this next clip is intentional ASMR, but I thought I would include just a moment of it because there's a whole video of this if you like hair play on a real person. This girl has the longest hair, some of the longest hair in her village apparently, and I got the honour of getting to make a video with her for you guys. I'll link that video below, by the way. I'll also link the full ASMR video tapping on the Taj Mahal. Do you know what this is? This is okra. Okra is a delicious vegetable. We don't eat it in some parts of the US very often. Some parts it's eaten often, but if you've never heard of it, it's so delicious. Look at how sweet she is.
You can take it with us.
Okay, here we've got a crab. I just thought it was awesome because I got to see the shell moving about. I've never seen that before. I thought you guys might enjoy watching her walk along in her shell. So she's going to her little hole there, but she stopped because she realised we're coming close. She paused to protect herself. But look, I wanted you to see how beautiful the colours are. By the way, sorry if you're hearing outside sounds of Egypt as well. Honks, talking, etc. I am filming in a spot that's kind of loud. Okay, so this is another thing that I just find super relaxing to watch, but it's just something that's done every day in India. Women sit and do henna designs on each other's hands, arms, feet, and like up to the mid-calf. People do it for fun all the time, but then there's the formal times that you do it for weddings. The bride gets fully decorated in henna on, like I said, her entire hand from the back, her arm up to like kind of close to the elbow, and then the feet and ankles, a little bit above the ankles. This is me putting henna on one of my students' wives, a different student, and the hand you saw before was actually one of my students, and getting henna put on her by the girl I'm putting henna on right now, if that makes sense. I'm just copying this design. Okay, this is kind of fun to show you a slime playing, moment playing with slime, because I showed you guys a haul where I showed tapped and scratched on all the gifts I got for people that I was going to be seeing in India. One of the gifts was for my student's daughter, who absolutely loves slimes with the mixing, so this is me giving her the gift that I got, and you guys got to see all the mix-ins that I purchased. So I thought you'd have fun seeing her actually play. She was so excited, so excited. She's 4 years old. Do you see her little anklets? All kids have anklets like that. I mean, all female kids, and most women also. They wear an anklet on each ankle. She's so cute. And she's so funny. And she's so happy.
These are the stones, ma'am, we are using in our work. Some stones we have in India. Some stones come from different countries. Lapis lazuli, it comes from Chile and Afghanistan. Malachite from South Africa and Zambia. Carolinian Indian. Turquoise, it has come from the Turkey and America. City, Arizona. Coral from the ocean. Mangrove coral Indian. Abalone from the New Zealand. Jasper Indian. Onyx from the Belgium. These all the stones we have in a rock shape. We cut the stone with the help of a steel blade. Then we are shaping the stone chip size like that. With the stone size, artisans work on the wheel. With right hand artisan, they rotating the wheel. With the left hand, they hold the stone, grinding the stone, then they shape the flower. They shape different types of flowers, birds, leaves, and patterns.
So he's going to show you right now an example of the little
Each and every flower's petal is shaped individually.
Look, they're fitting together like that's someone.
After shaping all the stone petals, we join together. Then we complete a flower like that. After complete the flower, we put this flower On the marble surface, it's like that. Then after, we take this pointed diamond chisel. So with this chisel, we will just trace the outline. So after tracing the outline, then the stone be removed from the marble. Then we get this kind of outline. So inside this outline, we will start to cut the marble with this flat chisels, and we cut the marble. It's like that. Slowly, we cut the marble like that. This is just for demo. When we cut the marble, it should be perfect shape and size, like this much of deeper, like that. So after cut marble this much of deeper, then we will take this glue. This is the same kind of glue which was used in a Taj Mahal. The glue is made out of different natural things we are mixing together. So we fill the glue in the marble and the stone. We paste on it like that. After paste it, we leave it for dry. When the glue it is dry, then we polish with sandpaper. After rubbing and polishing it, then becomes smooth. It's like that. You can touch it with the finger. This one.
So I was feeling that this one's more rough and this one's more smooth.
This is the whole demonstrations I have explained you. If you have any questions regarding this procedure, you can ask.
Okay. So this is the wheel up close. And you can see the pieces that he's making. Truly, I don't know how they can be so precise. They just keep breaking the piece down and seeing if it fits. I love that in this video there's honks of India and honks in Egypt. The video has the India honks and the voiceover has the Egypt honks. By the way, there is a no-talking version of this video in the sense that it's not a voiceover of me explaining things. You can just watch it, the movements and everything people are doing naturally without any overview on my part. And I can try to link that for you too. Isn't that fascinating, the way the robe is just wrapped around this bit and there's a stick just moving back and forth to move the, I don't know, blade, I guess. I can't imagine how difficult this is on your body though. I feel like that's got to be difficult on your back and neck. But look, so he dips it in some, I don't know, water or something, and now he's trying to fit it in like a puzzle piece. And if anything's not fitting exact, he goes and takes it again and eyeballs it to get it to fit. It's just unbelievable. And this man's dealing with really tiny bits. Yeah. I truly, guys, I can't understand this. How this is done. It's insane how much precision you have to have.
We have three pieces. Two malachite with the white mother of pearl to make the veins like that here. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces in the one leaf. 8 pieces in that here. And 8 pieces in that in the middle. That here, 8 pieces. So how can see? We can take the photo, then you can zoom the photo.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Love you guys and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. She wants it. Yang tenang. Matlada sini. Rajilu. Goman tenang. Nah, language ka dito. Ito sini. Ini bukan It will come off of your dress. It will stain it. Yes, ma'am.
It will go
మై
away.
ఫేవరెట్ టాపిక్.
ఏం పండుతుంది
ఏం పండదేంటి మరి? చూడు చూపిస్తా. సర్లేలే. She can stop and change her clothes if she wants, so to save her dress.
క్లోజ్ అది కడిగేసుకుంటావా? పర్లేదు అంటున్నారు.
కడిగేసుకున్నా తడిసిపోద్దాం కూర్చొని.
షీస్ కమింగ్. వస్తుందా సోనీ? సోనీ మోని వస్తుందా?
అడిగాడు ఏమని కావాలని. చిన్ని తెస్తానన్నాడు, వస్తాడంట.
When you want to eat snacks, bhaji, like
Maybe later.
later. Okay. Drink tea or drink cool drink.
I'm okay. I think I'm so full. Thank you.
Okay. ఫుల్గా ఉందని పట్ట.
చాలా బాగుంది.
In Egypt you drink Coca-Cola now?
No, people drink it, but not. I don't drink it. Yeah. It has too much sugar for my body. My body doesn't like the sugar. So much sugar is in it.
Me also. Hot. Always inflammatory.
Okay. Try turmeric.
My
Turmeric.
turmeric.
It's helpful. Like you can get it in a capsule, and it's really good.
Like always feeling hot inside. Me.
Maybe pedigree and cucumber.
Turmeric.
It
It
has
is also
inflammation. If you have inflammation,
not the dry one or raw one.
not what?
Raw turmeric or
It's like I'll show you. I have one in my purse.
okay, show me.
Yeah,
I will order that.
it can help.
If I eat anything which produce heat, heat.
Anything spicy. Having pedigree after, does it help? Okay,
Always
cucumber.
hydrating foods I have to take.
Fruits, raw vegetables.
Like that.
Try that.
ఇలా పెడుతుంది కంఫర్టబుల్.
ఇప్పుడు వెళ్తావా మేడం తోటి? మేడంతో
I will have dinner at Chilanka's as she's 9 months pregnant.
her classmate. Sorry, carrot, cucumber, and I put it plate. చాలా చాలా మంచోడా అండి స్కూల్లో. అల్లరి చిల్లరి ఆ టైప్ కాదు, చదువుకోవటమే. హ్యాండ్ రైటింగ్ చాలా బాగుంటుంది. అప్పుడే డాక్టర్లో రాసి.
డాక్టర్ రైటింగ్ బాగోదు కదా మరి.
ఇలా ఇది రాసి పైకి. వాళ్ళ సిస్టర్స్ కూడా మా హాస్టల్ ఆంటీ. వాళ్ళ చిన్నకు బాగా తెలుసు.
రివర్ సైడ్ అసలు ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు స్కూల్? 1995. అప్పుడు నువ్వు పుట్టావా? 1995 పుట్టేదా?
మా చిన్ని పుట్టాడు.
పుట్టలేదు.
జాగ్రత్త.
అంటే
మమ్మీ ఇలా ఏమనుకోదు, ఉతికెత్తే పోతుంది కదా అనుకుంటా.
చూసి పెట్టడం వచ్చి మరి చూడకుండా రాదండి. చూడు చేతి కంటేసుకోండి టిష్యూ కావాలి. స్మాల్ ర్యాబిట్.
ఎంతమంది మీరు అని అడుగుతున్నారు.
ఇప్పుడు ఎలా మేనేజ్ చేయాలి ఇప్పుడు ఇది?
వచ్చేవారు కదండి స్కూల్.
గుర్తుంది మీకు హాస్టల్?
మా అమ్మమ్మ గుర్తులేరా మీకు? మా అమ్మమ్మ
అందరికి నాకు తెలుసు, చాలా మందికి తెలుసు. అంటే 5 మదర్ వచ్చారు, వచ్చి అందరినీ చూసుకునేవారు.
5 members.
అక్కడ ఉండేదాన్ని అప్పుడు
థ్యాంక్ యూ చింతలు.
సరౌండింగ్లో ఎక్కడో మీ హౌస్ అని తెలుసు.
వచ్చారు ఎప్పుడైనా?
తక్కువ.
క్యారల్స్కి ఎప్పుడు రాలేదు కదా. మేమే వచ్చాం క్యారల్స్కి ఇంటికి.
మా ఇంటికా? క్యారల్స్
10th క్లాస్లో. 10th క్లాస్లో
హాస్టల్ ఉంటాం కదా.
అప్పుడే వెళ్ళాం కదా హాస్టల్ నుంచి.
క్యారల్స్ రాలేదు, మాకు అక్కడ పెళ్ళికి వచ్చారు.
క్యారల్స్కి వచ్చినప్పుడు సునందని వాళ్ళ ఇంటికి వెళ్ళట్టున్నాం అయితే.
Did we ever come to your house for carols? Christmas carols?
No.
No, okay.
One time SARS came, but not.
Okay. I mean, with the school. Remember we go with the hostel in the bus and we drive around the village and stop at like Joshna's house and we'd sing carols. You remember that?
I'm very small now.
Oh, you're the one. Okay.
6th class.
Okay.
They didn't take us over.
I mean, okay, maybe.
Like brides have.
Mummy
Brides have. పెళ్లి కూతురు చేయిలో పెట్టేస్తున్నాం.
I don't know how to handle this.
You're so good at this. It's amazing.
I wish I kept for you.
Okay.
అమ్మమ్మ.
2015 వచ్చేసింది.
కరిష్మా మ్యామ్.
బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ మ్యూజిక్. She's always says mine, mine, mine. Na means mine. చర్చ్లోనా? You like sweet corn?
I don't know if I ever had sweet corn.
Sweet corn. Corn. Boiled sweet corn.
American sweet corn.
Or just corn.
Corn, just
Ah.
corn.
Yeah, I had it so many times in the US.
బోల్ సాల్ తిన్నారంట. ఇండియాలో పెడదాం ఏమైనా.
Bone. మరి ఇంకేంటి? Peanuts. పంపడకాయలు.
నైస్
Sorry.
మ్యామ్. నెయిల్ పాలిష్.
Salted peanuts.
This one's
ఏం పెట్టుకుందాం చెప్పు. పట్టుకుని వస్తాను.
కాదు సూరజ్ ఏమన్నా తెప్పిస్తారంటున్నారు ఆ మేడం. టీ పెట్టండి. ఇక్కడ పెట్టి ఆంటీ చాలా బాగా పెడుతుంది.
ఇంట్లో వచ్చాడా? Nikhil wants to come, but he wants to bring something, sir. What do you want to have? He's asking.
so sweet. Him, just him.
Just him.
He's the gift.
Okay, I'll ask him to come.
Yeah, please, I would love. Yesterday, Rajkumar birthday. Happy birthday!
ఇంకేమైనా చేయనది
ఇది నచ్చలేదు నాకు.
ఇది అక్కడ అలాగే ఉంది
I'm
మరి.
taking the video of the
ఇంకేం చేయొద్దా? వదిలేనా? డిజైన్ చేయను ఇక్కడ. వదిలేనా? చెప్పు.
సోనీ జిలియన్ తీసుకెళ్ళి మంచి డ్రెస్ వేయగా ఫేస్ కడుగుగా కడుగు చూడు ఎలా ఉందో చూడు. మ్యామ్ టేక్ స్వీట్.
I'm gonna
After some ఏం చూపించింది సోరస్కి టైం పాస్ అవుతుంది.
తాతను కూర్చోబెడదామా?
అది ఏంటంటే వెనకాల తాతయ్యకి అక్కడ తాటకిల్లు ఉండేది కదా, ఆ లోన్ దీని మీదకి రాయించాను. ఆ లేహంగా అంత పెయింట్ వేయించేద్దానికి. అసలు ఇల్లు కలరే అది వేసేస్తారంట. ఇల్లు కలరే ప్రధానమంత్రి యోజన నుంచి వచ్చినట్టు కలర్స్ వేస్తారు, కానీ మాకు అది వేసారులే.
Just moving like shaking. No, only she sat like that. In other events, she always roams like this and talks like this. I can't able to keep.
ఏం చేసుకుంటావు? ఎగ్ ఫ్రైయా?
Omelette. Okay, she calls me Nishata. Means Nirikshna Atta. Shortcut. Nishata.
సోనీ ఇక్కడే ఉంటాయి కబోర్డ్లో. పోనీ తన పిల్లకైనా సోనీ ఫేస్ కడిగి
మళ్ళీ సండేకి అయిపోయా మండి
అయిపోయి అమ్మ ఆంటీ ఎంత కష్టపడి వచ్చిందో. అక్కడ నడుచుకుంటూ వచ్చేదాన్ని కదా ఆంటీ ఆటో దిగి. గ్రేస్లీ ఇవేలా చంద్రకాలంకి ఆరాధనకి వెళ్ళిపోయాను.
చూసాను. తీసుకున్నావు ఆరాధన తీసుకున్నావు
ఎప్పుడు
వచ్చావు కదా ఇంటికి. ఆ టైంకి ఆరాధన అవుతుంది.
అందుకే వెళ్ళిపోయిన త్వరగా.
ఎందుకు వచ్చినాగా చూసి. Did you went to church, ma'am?
Yeah. It was Suraj's sister's church. It was very nice. Did you go? You guys went? Yeah.
ఎక్కడో మరి అది. మేడంని ఏ చర్చికి తీసుకెళ్ళాం? మేడంని ఎక్కడది? ఎలియస్ అడ్డలపల్లినా దానికి వెళ్తారా మీరు? సుధక్క. ఎస్ మ్యామ్. పాలెన్. డిడ్ యూ రిమెంబర్ పాలెన్?
Yes.
Her
Yeah.
head church there.
Yeah.
The one who was preaching today.
He's her father.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I heard that
Guess nothing happened.
She casually put hands all over it. పిలిచి చూపిస్తుంది. She's writing it. She's showing it.
I remember the name.
Please remember you having mehendi.
Okay.
New dress. This is a new dress, no? అది ఆంటీకి అన్నారు అదే కదా.
I'm
She
the same
gifted
way as you. That's why this nail looks like this. I put it on and I same.
వంక తెంగర వస్తుంది గాల్లో పెట్టావు. నువ్వు చెయ్యట్ పెట్టుకో నాకు పెట్టుకోసలు.
Ma'am, did you see today Bogi festival?
No, I didn't see it. No.
You should wake up at 6 o'clock to see that.
భోగి మంట.
Did you see it? Did you see it? What is it? What do they do?
They prepare firewood like bonfire and
They burn all the old things like useless
it's
things.
a tradition for that.
For Hindus. We did a bonfire last night
Where?
at Alicia's friend's house. So
Everywhere you can see those bonfires. Then with that hot water they'll get marked. And on the children they will pour bed
Bogi
fruits
fruits with the coins.
like
okay.
and then
Did you learn from Josh?
yes
Or
ma'am.
me?
Joshua sir.
like in the beginning we used to learn few chords. After that I tried to do this what we call lead. I used to try some leads. Then I just stopped it. You have to hold it for long to learn one instrument, so I never did for
Enough time.
కిల్లర్ అయితే అంతర్వేదిలో బోటింగ్ ఉందంట ఆంటీ.
My shirt is perfect for that.
Yes.
Yesterday Titanic heroine without hero.
Just the just me and
Just the
Jesus.
rose.
Yes.
అవునా?
అది సన్ బాగా వచ్చింది. బాగా తీసావు.
post చూపిస్తాను.
Titanic without a hero. I love it.
వావ్ బ్యాలెట్ అతరమేది
అది కూడా ఒక రాడ్ మీద పెట్టారు, అదే ప్రాపర్ గా ఉంటే ఇంకా.
వై ఐ లాస్ట్ వై ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్స్ ఆన్ యూ.
Okay, I'll do it. Yeah.
యూ కెన్ డూ ఇట్. ఐ విల్ మేక్ వీడియో.
Okay.
ఐ విల్ టేక్.
Okay.
ఏం చిందండి నీకు కావాలా? సోనాంటి
ఏంటి?
కో
కోయింటి?
కో నీకు లాగా చెప్పు.
కోన్ అంట.
ఫోన్ కావాలా? రైట్.
ఐ కెప్ట్ ఇట్ ఆల్ మై కజిన్.
You did get the bigger.
ఈ కాల్ మార్చుకుంటాను.
నాగవే బాబు నాకు లాగెత్తున అయిపోయింది.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
ఇది సెట్ అవ్వలేదు. ఏంటి?
Oh, it's so pretty. I will try to do it on here.
కాంటాక్ట్ లో ఉన్నావు జోషో సార్తో? ఫేస్బుక్ ఉంది కదా నీకు?
కాంటాక్ట్ లో లేను. కాలేజ్ టైంలో ఒకసారి మెసేజ్ చేసినప్పుడు
కోనా ఇంకోటి ఉంది ఇక్కడ.
ఏం చేస్తున్నారు
బోల్డ్ ఉన్నాయి ఈ సైడ్ ఉంది కదా. 3 తెచ్చావు కదా. అంటుకుపోయింది. అయ్యో.
గ్రేస్లిన్ ముద్దు పెట్టు. ముద్దు పెట్టే హాయ్ చెప్పావా మ్యామ్కి? హాయ్ చెప్పు. ఐ లవ్ యూ చెప్పు.
బండి మీద తిప్పేవారండి, చెత్తకుండేదాన్ని.
జిలియన్ మా మ్యామ్ నువ్వు బాగా చూడట్లేదు, నాకు మ్యామ్ చాలా ఇష్టం.
చెత్తకుండే అనమాట. చెత్తకి తిప్పేవారు అంటే చిన్న చిన్న పనులు ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, అక్కడి నుంచి మల్లిపురం తీసుకెళ్తాం.
సోనీ నాకు తెలుసుకుంటుంది.
నాకు ఎవరు రారని కదా, సో మనకి ఏమన్నా చెప్పు అంటే మనం వదిలేస్తే ఎవరన్నా కాల్ చేసి సెంటర్
బస్సు వచ్చింది హాస్టల్ నుంచి. తను పడుకున్న ప్లేస్లో పడుకున్నాను అంతే.
ఎవరు నిసియా?
ఏడ్రియన్ మాట్లాడుతున్నావా?
స్కూల్లో మాట్లాడతాను. కలుస్తాను.
ఎలిషా మీ క్లాసా?
సీనియర్.
ఎవరన్నా కనిపిస్తే అలాగే మాట్లాడటం తప్ప పర్టికులర్గా కాంటాక్ట్ తెలిసి కూడా ఇక్కడికి వస్తుంటా ఉంటాడు. వచ్చినప్పుడు కాల్ చేస్తాడు, కలుస్తాము, తిరుగుతాము అంతే. స్కూల్ వాళ్ళతో డేవిడ్ ఒకడు. డేవిడ్ ఎందుకంటే మా ఇంటి దగ్గర కదా. రత్నాలపేట డేవిడ్ తెలుసా?
Oh, we have so many photos, but just what we took. We have the video, and then any photos that everyone took. I told them to send them to the WhatsApp. Can you send it to the group so then everyone will start sending it?
Jillian and
Yes, please. Okay. Okay.
Ma, Mom, coffee.
It's magic. It needs to stay. It needs to stay alive. You say it will get eaten. It will be eaten.
ఇక్కడ మరి పౌడర్ ఎందుకు ఇక్కడ చేసేలా? అవుతుంది. నాకు ఒకరు చెప్పారు ఎవరో.
నేను న్యూస్లో చూసాను.
పెద్దగా ఉన్నాయా వాళ్ళని అడిగితే
ఒక 2-3 at a time.
ఏమో మాకు తెలియదు మేము గోవా వెళ్ళలేదు
కదా మనం వెళ్దామా బీచ్కి?
Do I like egg puff?
or fruit juice or bhaji or egg bhaji.
I'm so full. And I have to eat again.
Again?
I'll drink coconut water. How about that? I love
Auntie,
Ponda water అంటే ఆంటీ ఆంటీ
Kawali, I want. Kawali, I
You
want.
know Telugu, ma'am? You understand Telugu?
Like hearts.
so nice. Allari pilla. టీ పెట్టు వాళ్ళు హెవీగా తిన్నారంట టీ పెడదాం ఆ తర్వాత ఎక్కువ తాగుతారులే
Done. You keep for me.
Look at that.
That's the major attraction of this area. Itself looks like a majestic major monument, but it's nothing more than a gate.
It's the gate.
It's just the entrance gate to enter inside the Taj Mahal, and that's the second largest gate of Asia. That's the sandstone. The red sandstone is used for most of the monuments which have been built by the Mughals back at that time, and they have made the Taj Mahal and changed something new. And the red sandstone is also for inlay work. The marble comes out, and that's why if you see over there, you can see that the stones are coming out in the middle because the red sandstone gets loosened. It starts speaking of our marble.
फैमिली फैमिली मतलब स्पेशल ऐसे तो आपने बहुत खिंचा दिया आप इधर आपका हाइट है आप ऐसा and smile like this. Your smile very good. Go and close up. Yes. अब इसके बाद पहन ले
So, initially when it comes to the Taj Mahal, first question comes that who built the Taj Mahal? So the guy who built the Taj Mahal, he was one of the Mughal emperor. The Mughals, they were from Mongolia, and Mongolia is a place between the border of Russia and China. They came here back in 1526, and the first Mughal emperor who came to India, his name was Babur, and he was the nephew of Genghis Khan. Everyone knows about Genghis Khan, so he was a nephew of Genghis Khan. He came here back in 1526, but the one who built the Taj Mahal, he was the fifth Mughal emperor. His name was Shah Jahan, and he built the Taj Mahal for his third wife. Not the first one, not the second one. Why? Because back at that time, he was a kind of person who does not believe in war and hatred. He believed in love and peace. So at that time, if you need to conquer some kingdom without any war and hatred, you need to marry that kingdom's daughters. Because the culture of dowry is very common in India, so if you'll marry that kingdom's daughters, in return you will get that kingdom. So initially in India, we are having a culture like if a person will marry to a girl, then the bride's father will give them a lot of money or wealth, car and all these things. But the dowry is illegal in India. So nowadays we receive it as in a form of gifts and the blessings from the bride's father. So you cannot have, because you can have case against you. So initially the Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal. A lot of people knows that yes, the Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal for his wife. But no one knows that it was not his own choice. He was made to build the Taj Mahal by his wife. She asked for it. So back at that time, he does not have any kind of physical bond with his first two wives because he married his first two wives just for the political reasons. But from the third wife, like when he say that she built the Taj Mahal for the third wife, she deserved the Taj Mahal because he got 14 kids from the third wife. Wow. And by the time he gave birth to the 14th child, she was 38 years old. Wow. And whenever I used to say this, my clients used to be like, she deserved the Taj Mahal because giving birth to 14 children at the age of 38, it's not a big, it's not that easy. So she did that, and by the time she was giving birth to the 14th child, she passed away in labor. So the reason behind doing so many kids was not like they were very free, no businesses to do. The reason was that they don't know that how many of them will be going to survive out of 14 because they don't have Medicare, family technology, and they were right because only 3 survived in the end out of 14. Some died at the childbirth, some in the childhood, some in the wars, even 2 have been killed by their own brother for the throne. The last one who survived, he killed 2 of his brothers for the throne. So by the time she gave birth to the 14th child, she already knew that she will not make it. And that's why she took 3 promises from the emperor. First, you are 39, that means the king is 39. You are not allowed to remarry again ever in your life. That's a big deal. Second, you have to take care of my kids. So she knew that if he'll marry again, he'll get another queen and he'll get some more kids from the other queen. And then her kid will not be safe. Because that's how it happens. The people, they used to kill their own brothers and sisters for the throne. So what she did, first, not allowed to remarry. Second, you have to take care of my kids. And third, you have to make something for me, which is big and beautiful mausoleum, famous all over the world, The people should come over there for praying and tourism, but no one is allowed to stay over there. That means, like, you are my husband, not even you are allowed to stay over here. So what he did, he took all his 3 promises. He died at the age of 74, spent 35 years of his life without marrying any other girl. And it's hard to find nowadays.
Замок чуть-чуть получше, да, чем печенье? Немного, не так.
एक चैप्टर खोला
वो तो सिर्फ डेट का
अच्छा
It's embossed work done on the marble. It is carving, super fine craftsmanship in the help of hammer and chisel.
Have you seen the Taj Mahal? Yes. Okay. These are the stones, man, we are using in our work. Some stone we have in India. Some stones come from different countries. Lapis lazuli, it's come from Chile and Afghanistan. Malachite from South Africa and Zambia. Carolinian Indian. Turquoise, it has come from the Turkey and America. City, Arizona. Coral from the ocean, mother of pearl Indian. Abalone from the New Zealand. Jasper Indian. Onyx from the Belgium. These all the stones we have in a rock shape. We cut the stone with the help of a steel blade. Then we are shaping the stone chips slice like that. With the stone slice, artisans work on the wheel. With right hand artisan, they rotating the wheel. With the left hand, they hold the stone, grinding the stone. Then they shape the flower. They shapes different type of flowers, birds, leaves, and feathers. Each and every flower's petal, they shape the individually like that. After shaping all the stone petal, we join together. Then we complete the flower like that. After complete the flower, we put this flower on the marble surface. It's like that. Then after, we take this pointed diamond chisel. So with this chisel, we will just trace the outline. So after tracing the outline, then the stone we remove from the marble. Then we get this kind of outline. So inside this outline, we will start to cut the marble with this flat chisels, and we cut the marble. It's like that. Slowly we cut the marble like that. This is just for demo. When we cut the marble, it should be perfect shape and size, like this much of deeper, like that. So after cut marble this much of deeper, then we will take this glue made out of different natural things we are mixing together. So we fill the glue in the marble, and the stone we paste on it like that. After paste it, we leave it for dry. When the glue it is dry, then we polish with sandpaper. After rubbing and polishing it, then becomes smooth. It's like that. You can touch it with the finger. This one, rough. This is smooth. Like that. they have a 3 pieces, 2 malachite with the white mother of pearl to make the veins like that here. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces in the one leaf, 8 pieces in that here, and 8 pieces in that in the middle. That we have 8 pieces. So how can see? We can take the photo, then you can zoom the photo.
Hey you guys, in this video I'm going to be playing with and combing this incredibly beautiful long hair of this sweet friend of one of my students who agreed to let us film with her hair. This was filmed in India. I used to live there, and so I was back visiting with my students, and I asked one of my students if I could film a hair brushing video on his wife's hair, and his wife was like, wait, I have a friend that has like some of the longest hair in the village, so let me get her for you. And she did. So I was super thankful to my student's wife for what she did for us. As you can already hear and tell, we are in an area where there's a street nearby, and we've got all the honking and all the kids playing, and welcome to India. It was kind of sweet. We're on the rooftop, which is common. Most homes have like a rooftop like this, and families hang their laundry to dry up here. One of my friends had a birthday party up there, so it's a nice space in the middle of all these amazing coconut trees, palm trees. They're coconut trees, but they look the same as like a palm tree or similar. And nearby there was like a group of kids playing. A few of them came up the stairs to check on what we were doing at one point, and that was quite cute. So there's a no talking version of this, and this is a voiceover for the talking version. I will link the no talking version for you below. I did not have my mic when I was on my trip to India, so you can't hear the hair so well, especially with the outside noises. But I just was in awe of the length of her hair. This is just unreal. I'm focusing on the ends of her hair now, just to get any tangles out. so that I can comb like that all the way through her hair. It's just so long though. I would have, I would have loved to have seen her brush her hair. Indian women have, generally speaking, have some gorgeous, very long hair often. So this beautiful girl's brother is on the camera for us today. He said he was willing to be our cameraman. I was just going to put the phone down and have it sit still, but he was wanting to help us out, so it's kind of fun to have his movement and his perspective. It turned out that her brother, the one behind the camera, also went to the school that I taught at in India. Years after I taught there, so I never met him there, but it was kind of fun to meet a student at that school who attended after I left. Trying to get a little tangle there. Gosh, I should have interviewed her. What do you do for your hair care routine? How do you shampoo your hair? What's your process when you shampoo it? There's also a huge process of putting in coconut oil. And I think that just genetics definitely play into the amazing hair. I want to give you an idea of what it looks like here from the side. Give her a little head massage. Just to relax her a little bit. Play with her hair. I'm trying to prepare a braid. So I'm separating the hair into 3 parts. Do any of you have really long hair like this that are watching the video? Any of you have long hair? Or maybe not this length, but still very long hair. I think the longest I've ever had my hair was maybe my lower back. You can hear the rooster in the background. This village has tons of hens and roosters. So we're just trying to get all the hair in one braid. Rapunzel vibes. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Going to kind of ruffle her hair a bit. This is when the kids came up the stairs to kind of observe what was going on, and they're chuckling and making little comments. It's very cute. Look at the beautiful coconut trees there. If any of you watching are from India and want to share anything about the hair care routine that most women partake in India, like what parts am I missing? I just know about generally washing the hair and of course the coconut oil, and there's usually a time in the evening in India when women sit around and do some nitpicking in each other's hair, and it's kind of like I don't know, just like an actually really nice time. All the women sit together and do that, and the evenings. Often you'll find, I don't know, mothers, grandmothers putting coconut oil in their daughters, granddaughters' hair. It's like a whole process. So I'm curious what other parts of the process there might be. Like, how often would you typically trim your hair when you're growing it out like this, or is that not a thing? Let us know, please. Those little nuggets are coming to watch again. So this is actually their family's home. So it was quite brave of her to let us brush her hair on the roof, because it's not like you would never normally see that. So we kind of stayed in the middle of the roof so that neighbors could not see. But when you live in a small village and everyone knows everyone's business, I give her props for just not worrying about it and enjoying. You can see she's got some waves in her hair. In the middle, the bottom of her hair, she's got some waviness there. The weather in this part of India is extremely humid. I have really straight hair, but when I'm in India my hair is curly, like legit curly, so it's the humidity that does that. So what you're hearing now is an announcement that someone is recorded and is playing, sent on like a car through the village to play this recording over and over, so everyone will hear about local events taking place. So it's like an announcement of something going on and who's going to be there speaking. I'm not 100% sure, let me know if you speak Telugu if I'm correct, but I think that it's an announcement for possibly a church event they were having within the next few days of filming this video. It was like a big deal in this village, so it could be that. But it was also a holiday time there, so it could be some other things. I can't understand Telugu when it's like fast like that or detailed. I can only understand basic, very basic Telugu. That's the language spoken in this part of India. Got a little knot there. Okay, she's talking to the kids here, but I'm going to say goodbye to you guys soon because the announcement's going on and on. Much love to you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it's relaxing despite all the sounds. Okay, bye for now. Hey you guys, in this video I am going to be tapping and scratching and making crinkle sounds on a bunch of different items that I got from an Indian grocery store for the most part, for a recipe that I'm going to be making, and I thought I would show you guys all of the items and make some sounds with them. I had a lot of fun going to an Indian grocery store the other day and purchasing all of these items. A lot of these items you can get in any grocery store, but they are usually a bit more expensive because a lot of them are like spices and such. So if you do have a local Indian grocery store, if you want to purchase things like this, I would suggest purchasing them there. So this first item is a ginger and garlic paste, and the company is called National. The ingredients are ginger, garlic, vinegar, canola oil, salt, sodium benzoate, and sodium something other thing preservatives. I'm not going to go into this. You do refrigerate this after opening. It was $5.99 for a large, like you can tell it's a really large amount. I love the sound of the top of this. Oh, you guys have obviously already noticed, but I'm using my natural nails. I am in between nails at the moment. I'm going to put some more on tomorrow, but I wanted to do a natural nail video for you guys in between. There's a no talking version of this, by the way, different nails though. Okay, so that is the ginger and garlic paste. Okay, the next item is this biryani masala, and the recipe that I'm going to be making is called biryani. There are many different kinds of biryani that you can make. So I am going to be making like a chicken biryani. It's a dish with rice and a chicken that's marinated in a lot of different ingredients. And it's kind of put together in like layers. I'm going to try my best to remember to put a link in the description box to the video that I got all of these, like this recipe from. So if you wanted to make it, you can as well. So this is basically a mix of different spices that I will use for this recipe. The ingredients are red chili powder, coriander, cloves, cinnamon, fennel, cardamom, ginger, garlic, onion, nutmeg, star anise and salt. I really like the sound of this box. Okay, so that's going to be used in the recipe. The next item is a fresh ingredient item. It's a lime. I'm going to bring it a bit closer to the mic because it's not very loud, but it's a really, really vibrant green colour. So nice. Smells nice. So I will be squeezing some lime into this delicious dish. This is your favourite ring, Marco. One of my awesome subscribers, Marco, did a custom video and he used this ring and it's his favourite, and he's the kindest. He always writes nearly every day in the comments. Pretty much every video is so encouraging. Thank you, Marco. just thought of you when I saw the ring. Okay, next, oh my goodness, this rice sounds so good to me. So it's just a little bag of basmati rice. I'm saying it again without the crinkles going on so you can hear, because the crinkles are quite loud. So this is a delicious rice. I actually purchased this from Target because the grocery store that I went to only had rice in bulk, like really, really bulk, and I did not need that much. So I waited until I was at Target and I found some there. So that's why it has the Good and Gather brand logo there. That's the Target brand for the food that they sell. I really like it. Makes me want to do a video of just like pouring all this rice into a giant bowl and like playing with it, or like any rice for that matter. I'm going to be most likely cooking this tomorrow, the day after I'm filming, not necessarily the day I'm putting it out, obviously. And I'm excited to make it for some of my friends, our little group of friends that are in each other's bubble, the only people that we see really. Okay. It's interesting to hear how the sounds were different with my natural nails as opposed to the fake nails, the long fake nails. They both make good sounds, but they're very different with the rice bag. Okay, next I am grabbing this chili powder. Oh, I love the sound of this bag. So again, this was $2.99. Lots of times you can get, like Costco has really good prices for spices, but most of the time in the grocery stores you're going to pay like a lot more. So this will last forever. Not forever, but quite a while. My last chili powder lasted me, I'm not even going to say how many years, because it's far too many. You probably shouldn't use spices that long, but I had like a giant thing of chili powder that lasted so many years. Ah, this sound. It's a nice tight plastic sound down here. I like the colouring on this bag too. I like these greens. item. I'm going to actually just bring 2 cinnamon sticks. Usually you can purchase these in a packet. So I did not actually need to buy these, so I'm just showing you. So you see the ingredients. These are cinnamon sticks. And this portion is a part of the rice recipe. So you make the rice and you make the chicken and layer them together. So the cinnamon is part of what you flavour the rice with. I'm really excited to make this. I've been wanting to make this for months actually. And what was deterring me was like, literally, if you want all these spices, you're going to spend so much, like, to get little bits of spices. So I finally was like, I'm going to an Indian grocery store, and then I can like do it for a more reasonable price. And I'm hoping to make it a handful of times to use the items. So yeah, these smell so good. But cinnamon sticks are actually quite expensive. And usually you purchase them in like quite a large quantity at once. You can purchase just a few, but oh, how amazing is that? Look at that. A cinnamon stick. Uh-oh, I feel like I'm going to like double rainbow on you guys right now, but like look at that. It's amazing. Like this little stick has got so much spice and flavour in it. It smells so good. Okay. Okay, the next item is called Ghee. As it says, it's a clarified butter that's used in all Indian cooking. So actually, I got this at, believe it or not, I chose to get this at Target instead of the grocery store. I should have gotten it at the grocery store, but when I was looking at the prices there, they were like really high, and I had seen this at Target, and I mistakenly thought it was cheaper at Target. For some reason, I looked at the price, I was like, that's not bad. But I'll wait till I'm at the grocery store, the Indian grocery store. And I went like, you know, a few weeks later, and I think I had forgotten the like price to ounce ratio. I'm not saying that right, but you know what I mean. And yeah, it would have been cheaper actually to get at the grocery store, although I would have gotten more. It just would have been less per ounce, you know. So let's see, this is 12 ounces. And I want to say it was around $7, which is to me quite pricey for like essentially like the oil or butter that you're going to use in the recipe. But it's got to be ghee to have the right flavour. I will update you guys on how it goes, how the recipe turns out. I love the sound of this lid. I'm kind of using the top of the nail as opposed to the edge here when I do this. And I actually really like the, I don't know, artwork or designs that Target uses for their kind of food brand, the Good and Gather. They have really cute labels and such. I've mentioned that more than once. They're like, their beans like have really pretty cute labels on them as well. Okay, so that is the ghee. another fresh item. I'm going to grab 2 of these. 2 green chilies. The recipe actually calls for, what's the word actually? It's, yeah, like a paste. So like it actually calls for a green chili paste, but I could not find any in the grocery store. You can't really hear these, but I wanted to show you. So I grabbed a few just green chilies and go ahead and slice those up and add them into the recipe. Get it a bit spicy. Okay. Next, I have this turmeric powder. Comes in a plastic little bag. It's Lakshmi brand turmeric powder. On the back it says that this product has been processed with the most modern equipment available, but even with the utmost care, a small stone, soil or other foreign material may escape detection. We recommend examining and rinsing before proceeding with your favourite recipe. That's funny. If you ever need an anti-inflammatory, turmeric capsules are great. I use them because I have inflammation issues all over the place. So, but make sure if you get them that the turmeric is like a good quality, and it's, to be honest, a little bit expensive because it's got to have the it's called, I think, biopeprin. It's like a product inside the capsule that helps your body absorb the turmeric. Because I've tried turmeric for anti-inflammatory stuff without that, and it doesn't work very well. I take 2 capsules of turmeric a day, and it has helped so much with inflammation that I have, for some nerve issues that I have. I'm actually going to show you 2 products also that I didn't have to purchase, but I wanted to show them to you. So these are cumin seeds. The recipe actually calls for black cumin seeds, but I had these, so I'm going to go ahead and use these. This also is part of what flavours the rice. I like the sound of them in the Ziploc bag. It's nice. Actually, I feel like there's like this board game that kids have, or had in the past. This reminds me of that, when you like shake them out like this and move your finger around. This is such a weird like thought, but like it's that weird game where you have like a little stick and you move it around this board, and like these little black parcels underneath the screen kind of like move where you move the like magnet stick. They kind of like follow. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, cumin is very, what's the word? Like it has a really strong taste and scent. Like potent, like very, very potent in a sense, like in a good way, if you like cumin. I like cumin, but in small amounts. It's not my favourite. Like, if I can just taste the cumin, I'm not a fan. So that's why I say that, like, I like it, but not if it's like a ton overboard. Some people love it, like, just put it on like salt and pepper though, like, it depends on your taste. Okay, so next I'm showing you a cardamom seed. The cardamom will be used in the rice as well, and cardamom is very common to use in a lot of Indian recipes. So these are really expensive actually, in my opinion. You can get like a container then, for like $12 to $15 of these guys in a good size container, but I thankfully already had that, so I didn't have to purchase that. So there's the cover. Pop these back in here. The other items, I didn't bring the fresh mint or cilantro, but those are going into the recipe as well as some yogurt. But I think most of the other things, obviously the chicken's not here, but so let's bring back all the different recipe pieces. I'm trying to keep my hair on this side because the mic is here and sometimes it interferes. So if you see me pulling my hair to the side, that is why. There's our ghee in the pretty container, or with the pretty label. Let's get a lime and our rice. Our turmeric powder, so pretty. I'll put this here like this. Let's place our cinnamon sticks on top and our chilies next to them. Ooh, I like it. You can't really see very well, but they're there. And just our little cumin seeds, our cardamom is here, and the chili powder, red chili powder. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing all the different items and hearing them. If you have made it to the end of the video, lately I have been choosing an emoji to go in the comment section. So let me think. I like to choose one that like has nothing to do with the video, like random. So let's go for a panda, the little panda emoji, the little panda face. If you've gotten to the end of the video, put that in the comment section. I love going through and seeing who made it to the end of the video with the random emoji. I love it, like towards the end there's just like a line of like, one of them recently was like a cactus emoji. It's like a line of cactuses. Why does that make me so happy? I don't know, but it's really fun. Thank you for participating. But if you're sleepy and you're tired, don't do it, just rest. I'd much rather you fall asleep because that's the point. But if you're awake and you want to do that, go ahead and do it. Or like do it tomorrow when you're awake. Okay, you guys, thank you again so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now. Hey you guys. In this video, I'm going to be doing some scratching and tapping, some tracing like this, just on all the items that I purchased and received as gifts from my trip in India. Actually, most of these are gifts, so it's everything I brought back with me from India. Starting with this gorgeous sari. So in the no talking version of this video that's already out, I obviously was not sharing the details of the items, just kind of making the sounds of them, so I'm excited to actually share with you in this video what everything is. So a sari, S-A-R-I, is a gorgeous piece of fabric that is something like 5-6 meters long. I don't know exactly, it's very long, and it wraps around your body to create, to me, the most beautiful dress in the world. It's just gorgeous the way that a sari is tied. It's called tying a sari. So basically, I used to live in India, and I got to go back to visit recently for the first time. And it was just really wonderful to spend time with all of the people that I love from that time in my life, and to this day I am very close with lots of them, my students there that I taught when I lived there. They're like very important to me, as I've shared in previous videos, but in case you're new to the channel and this is the first video you're watching of mine, just wanted to give you a little backstory there. So this sari was a gift from two of my female students and their family. It's a gorgeous orange coloured sari. The village that I used to live in and visited used to be known for sari making, weaving the saris together. Okay, this next item is called dal. You can see it there, D-A-R. This is something that we eat. It's cute in many different ways. So in this case it's in snack form, but usually it's cooked with some vegetables and amazing spices and eaten with like chapati or rice. Depends on where you're at in India, but I think the closest we have to it regularly in the US would be like lentils, but it's different than lentils, just similar though, like in the same family, I guess you could say. So this is a box of dal that's been, it's like dried with spices, and it's a delicious, healthy snack. I just love the sound of this box that it came in. So this had like a not aluminum, I don't know, metal, no, I can't think of the word, just like a bag inside, like aluminum-ish, aluminum-esque, with the dome inside. Wow, I'm tired, that did not really make sense. Hopefully you understand what I mean by that. It's like the plastic bag that looks like metal, with the dough inside. So I took it out to actually film the video. It's hollow at the moment, there's nothing inside. This next item is the most meaningful gift I received, because I had lots and lots of students that I got to see while I was there, but two of my students ended up getting married to each other. They live in Dubai now, and they couldn't make it to see me in person or to make it to the reunion that we kind of did with the students, and they were so sad and really wished they were there. And we kept FaceTiming throughout the time I was there, and it was just very, very sweet and thoughtful and meaningful that they got this gift for me. They had another student and his wife grab it for me, and presented it to me like over FaceTime. So it was quite special. I'll show you what's on the inside now. It just came in this bag. It looks like you're getting it like an Apple product, but it's not. It's actually just jewellery. And this is the bag that the jewellery box came in. And again, I just love the sounds of it. It's got a little white zipper. So inside there's a little box that holds a little ring, and the ring is the gift from my students, and it destroyed me. It really, like, I just was on the floor in a good way. Hope that made sense. I weeped. Because I couldn't believe they gave me such a generous gift. I've never received anything like this, and it was just like, what? And they surprised me with it, and like my other student and his wife had gone out and purchased it for them, and like presented it to me on FaceTime with them, and the whole thing was just like, so let's check out the box, which sounds amazing as well. Oh my gosh, it sounds so good. I've been rewatching Friends on Netflix, and when I just said that sentence, I don't know, I heard Chandler's tone of voice when I was like, oh my. Anyway, there's the ring, and just so pretty, so sweet, means the world to me, and I'm very thankful that they thought of me, and I don't know, I just love them so much. The husband was one of my hostel students, which means the students that lived in the hostel, they lived on campus, so I was with them 24/7 pretty much, you know, besides actually sleeping, I was with them constantly. So I know them really well, they know me really well, and dependent upon their age, if they were like my little brother, my brother, my son, I don't know, kind of like a mentor to some. Anyway, I just have special relationships with each of them, and so the husband in this case is one I was really close with, and then his wife, she was a day scholar at the school, and so I didn't know her as well, but I did teach dance to her. I taught dance classes when I was there, and I knew her, and I taught in her regular school classes and stuff, but again, she wasn't living in the hostel where I was, you know, the mom, friend, big sister to all of them, so a bit different, but it was just really sweet that they both wanted to, like, you know, send something and be a part of reconnecting at the reunion, but they couldn't, so it was so sweet. They were literally just on FaceTime with us all the time, like pretending they were there. It was so cute. I'll try and tap on this box again because it sounds so good. That's the first thing I've ever owned that's like, it's gold. Like, that's gold. I've never owned gold before. Never. In India it's very common to have gold rings, gold necklaces, etc. And it's not that common in the US to just have a gold ring. Like, we have a lot of fake rings, and maybe it's common for other people, I don't know. but it's just super common in India. Like everyone has that. That's like part of what you save your money for. Okay, next. These are little packs of, do you know? It's henna. Henna is basically like a leaf that breaks down into this beautiful paste that you use for decorating primarily women's hands and feet for different celebrations like weddings, birthdays, festivals, etc. So they come in these cones. It's called a henna cone, and they're soft and squishy. And if you'd like to see how it's applied, I put out a video of one of my students' friends putting it on my student. It's very relaxing. For me, it's like ASMR in real life, you know, just like watching someone do the beautiful, intricate designs on someone's hands. They just squeeze the product on, and then it does take a long time to dry. Once it's dried, it starts to flake off on its own, and you're left with a beautiful henna tattoo. Henna tattoo's not permanent, but it's usually on you for about 2 weeks. It's kind of got a red or dark black colour, depending on the henna you use and how long it's on you before you wash it off, basically. So that's henna. Next, I've got these postcards. I have a large batch of them. I'm just going to go through them quickly and show you the pictures, because you can see different special parts of India. The Taj Mahal, for example. I did a video tapping on the Taj Mahal. If you didn't catch it, I highly recommend it. I did a talking and no talking version. Well, technically, the talking version is with a tour guide, so you get to hear a bit about it as I tap through the place. The no talking version is no tour guide. So all these are special spots in India. If you ever travel there, you will come across all of these wonderful places, or can come across them if you have the time and can move about, visit everything in every place. But India is obviously very large, so you might have to do that over a period of years of visiting once in a while. But there's the Taj Mahal again. After I did my video at the Taj Mahal, the tour guide that I had brought me back to their headquarters and said, take as many postcards as you want, they're free. And I was like, okay, I will take as many as I can with different pictures to show you guys, the channel, and tap on them for you. I'm not actually sending them to anyone. Okay. This is a gigantic Ziploc bag of cashews. The other thing that the village I lived in was known for was cashews. I don't know how much you guys know about India or the history in India, but there's an unfortunate thing called the caste system. The caste system puts people into different societal rankings, essentially, with different names from the lowest to the highest castes. And a part of that system comes jobs are often attached to those castes. So in the village I lived in, the castes that were there worked on saris and cashews. The current generations are trying to change this, but it's really embedded in the traditions and culture, and it's very difficult to rid out. It's interesting because all the school books, I don't know if this is still true today, but when I was there, and I did ask one of my students if it still said this in the books, and they confirmed that it did. So it says on the front page, if you open a school book, it will say caste is a lie, which is beautiful, but unfortunately most families still live in that system. So if you want to marry someone that you're in love with who's not from your caste, your parents are likely going to say no, and it's very painful for a lot of people. Jobs are, like I said, sometimes associated to your caste, etc. It's not good. It's actually just pure evil. I hate the caste system. It pushes people down into believing they're not valuable if they're not a part of a higher caste. So obviously very much a lie. Okay, I'm going to talk about this item now because I'm getting heated. This is a Punjabi dress. This was also a gift. The cashews were a gift too. That was from one of my students. His family does cashew business, and they gave me 2 actually giant bags of cashews, which is really generous. And they're delicious, so it's really sweet. I travelled back with so many cashews. But yeah, this is called a Punjabi dress. It basically goes past your knees, usually closer between the ankles, and maybe like around your shin is where it goes to, mid-shin. Mostly they're short sleeve, but sometimes they're 3/4. They've often got these gorgeous designs on them. Different colours, different patterns. Everything's just bright and beautiful and filled with life in India. And the clothes are no exception. So yeah, this is a gift from one of my students and his sisters. There's the design there at the bottom as well. Something I always thought about and said about Indian culture versus American culture is that when you're walking out in the streets in India, often you're on dirt roads. It's not clean, and there's animals and there's all sorts of rubbish, etc., etc. But people are dressed to the nines. It's like, you're just like, wow. It's like the things they're wearing in the US, we wouldn't wear that unless we were going to like an extremely fancy dinner party or something like that, you know. But this is an everyday outfit in India, you know, and it's a little fancy, but you can get away with this in just a normal day in India. Whereas in juxtaposition to that, in the US, generally speaking, these are generalities, but more true than not. You know, when you're walking through the US, you're not typically on a dirt road for most places. Again, generality, and it's much more clean. That's just a fact. It's just much more clean. We don't have rubbish on the ground most places, etc. There's more infrastructure, and the infrastructure is taken care of better for the most part. But the funny part is we all walk around like we're just like chilling at the beach with some flip-flops and a hoodie, you know, or like I've gone to the grocery store in pajamas more times than I can count, and I love it. You could never do that in India or Egypt for that matter. So yeah, we just chill and wear whatever we want in the US, and we're dressed like, you know, kind of just not so much like, it's not bad, it's just super casual compared to how formal you can dress just on a day-to-day basis in India. But the joke was like, we dress like we're just homeless walking around, but on these beautiful streets. And in India, it's just like the streets are just trashed and you're just walking around like a queen, dressed like a queen. Okay, so this is a box of sweets. This was another gift from a student. And the box is currently empty. That's why I'm able to move it around like this, but there are lots of sweets in here. Sweets in India tend to be much less sweet than the US, a lot less sugar. They are often even slightly savoury, or made with something that is not sweet. So you might use something like, for example, maybe like the doll I showed you earlier. You could actually use that, I think, in different sweets or things like it. Something that you would tend to think of as savoury. Sugar can be added, but a light sugar, and it becomes a sweet. You guys from India, what's laddu made from? Is it like ghee? Ghee and what else? Laddu, for those who don't know what it is, it's like this little ball of almost like a dough, but it's not that sweet, and it's one of the most, I don't know, famous sweets from where I lived in the south. Laddu. Okay, next item. This is just a charger, and I did purchase this one. I just needed this to have the right outlet for India. It's just allowed for me to charge my phone. It has like a USB port on the other side, and then has the correct plug for India. Most countries have different plugs. Okay, this is another gift that came in a nice crinkly and quite cute bag with some silver polka dots on orange plastic material. So I actually showed a video of the process of these being made in one of the videos I put out during my time in India as well. It's cracked here, but usually this is like a square of cashews that have a sweet, like what's the word? I don't know, like a sugar water, caramelized sugar liquid that binds all the cashews together. And I believe they put jaggery inside of it, like a flavouring. Sorry if I'm not saying it correctly, jaggery or something, but you can see how gorgeous it is. And the process of watching it be made for me is also like ASMR, because it's these big pots of the, let's call it caramel, heating up and bubbling up, and then they pour it over the cashews and they mix it in this giant pot, and then they lay it out on these metal sheets and flatten it, and they score it and break it and package it. I did a video called, I think it was like Real Life ASMR or Unintentional ASMR in India, and I showed that process in that video. If I remember, I'll try to put a link to that in the comments below. Not comments, description box, sorry. So I actually brought back 2 of those. Okay. And lastly, I think this is our last item. Well, it's a series of items. The first part is an underskirt. This is what you wear underneath a sari. So you put this skirt around your waist, and it usually matches the sari. And then you wear a blouse with it, which I'll show you in a moment. And this is the sari colour, so we kind of tried to match it to that. You can't always get it exact, but it doesn't quite matter because the sari is very thick, you can't see the underskirt, but you know, we try to match them, and you can go to stores that have tons of different colours of underskirts. This is a gift from the student I stayed with, who I'm really close to. I call him my younger brother. In Telugu, he's my Tomedu. I call him Tomedu, he calls me Akka. And that's big sister. And he and his wife gave me this sari, and it was so beautiful. I got to wear this to the reunion that we did with my students, and it was just a wonderful experience, very meaningful. Gosh, I feel like life has been so fast since I got back. I feel like I didn't even fully get to process everything. I'm gonna need to do that at some point. Okay, this is the blouse. I'll try to kind of show you what it looks like without putting it on, but generally it's usually shorter. It's like a mid-drift. In India, your stomach showing is not considered immodest. It's just normal everyday life. Everyone, your grandma's wearing it. Okay, everyone is wearing this. This buckles in the back, and there's like an opening in this one. I like this opening, and there's like these beautiful tassels. I love this. I think it's my favorite blouse I've ever had for a sari. The designs have changed since I lived there, and I really liked this design. It's got the open back. It's beautiful tassel tie. You can see that opening. And so then you wrap the sari around you in the blouse and the underskirt, and everything's covered except for one side of your stomach. And again, that's just normal. It's just how everyone wears the dress. I live in Egypt currently, so that would be considered extremely risque here. But it's just normal as can be there. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed seeing all the items. Bye for now.